High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/Varsity Media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/Varsity Media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Under the lights and under the rain here in Suffolk County. Boy, do we have a good one from a wet and wild Connetquot High School. The Bayshore Marauders take on the Connetquot T-Birds on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is sponsored by Speed Island. And a pleasant good evening, everybody. I'm John Perez. Well, with so many cancellations across the island, this game, luckily for us, is still on. Bayshore takes on Connetquot. Let's start with Bayshore. They're coming off a week in which, quite frankly, they just want to forget. A 35-0 loss on the road to Walt Whitman. It was a Marauders team that picked up their first loss of the season after starting 2-0 with wins over Riverhead and Pat Med. Currently, right now, Bayshore is 7th in Suffolk 1 with 106 power points. That is ahead of Connetquot, who's currently in 9th place and lost a heartbreaker last week to Lindenhurst, 14-7, with Lindy winning with 8 seconds left. It was a batted down pass that was caught in the end zone, and Lindenhurst escaped with the road victory. But that was then, this is now, as Connetquot looks to pick up their second win of the year to go 2-2-2. With that said, let's meet some of the players that we're going to preview tonight, and we'll start with the visitors, and it'll be Jordan Tyler and Asante Hall. Keep an eye on them. Jordan Tyler, a very dynamic two-way player. You see north of 250 receiving yards, but a fantastic linebacker that is the Troy Polamalu of the Marauder defense. Meanwhile, Asante Hall spoke to Andrew Nevitt earlier in the week, and he said he just does it all for the Marauders. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Connetquot, Javon Barnwell is going to get the brunt of the carries today. And for a team that likes to throw the ball a lot, Aiden Deliso has been the prime target wide receiver for the T-Birds, leading the team with 8 receptions. A two-way player, he's also a defensive end. So we'll keep an eye on him today. I'd have to imagine we're going to see a lot of Barnwell and Hall today as the rain just continues to come down. Believe it or not, the sun was actually out an hour ago. But with that said, we're going to get ready for kickoff. You're watching Suffolk County football on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Inside the 10 to the end zone.
Oh, he's got a wide open receiver. AJ Duff. Get out of the way! Dante Torres! End zone. Touchdown.
10-5 touchdown. Back here at Connetquot, it is the Thunderbirds who will have possession first to start off the ball game. And it just continues to rain here at Connetquot, and that will be the final time that I will bring that up tonight. You're all watching. You can see. The players can see. They're going to deal with it, and so are we. As Bayshore looks to pick up their third win of the year as they get set to go here at Connetquot High School. And it's Chichi Izafia with the opening kickoff. These two teams came out to warm up with only 25 minutes on the clock, so not really a lot of warm-up time. They went into the locker rooms. I'd imagine that they used the facilities to warm themselves up before sitting out in the rain. Michael Galante receives the opening kickoff, or check that. This is Nick Pepitone, as Pepitone spans near side. And we'll set up shop for the T-Birds. Matt Kuchma, with the return. Kuchma coming back from an injury, starting to get healthier as the season goes along. But Connetquot will be led by their starting quarterback, Nick Pepitone, wearing number 5 today, was going to wear number 14. This was originally supposed to be homecoming, but Pepitone, see the numbers on him this year, over a 50% completion percentage, north of 300 yards, and 3 TDs. And someone who can run the ball as well. 96 rushing yards on the season. And we'll see a high dose of running today as Pepitone goes under center. And the first handoff, far side, as Javon Barnwell, averaging 8 yards a carry, scuffles forward and has enough for the first down. With that said, let's meet the starting offense for the T-Birds. Scored 35 points in their lone victory over Islip, only 7 points a week ago. Nick Pepitone, Javon Barnwell, Michael Galante, Matt Higgins, Aiden DeLiso, along with Matt Kuchma, Alessandro Sordo, Ryan Shannon, Thomas Alazzo, Richie DeRobertis, and Joseph Manciani. First down and 10 from the 31. Flag is down, movement up front, and this will move everybody back. Gives us our first opportunity to meet the officials today. Wearing the white hat is Stephen Gallo. Umpire is Ron Lacera. Jordan Grant is the head linesman. Line judge is Vic Fiorello, and James Murnane is the back judge. And Bayshore, well, they gave up 35 points a week ago. Looking to limit that today. Vincent Geritano, Warren General, Jaden Montserrat, keep an eye on him. Jaden Jean, Jordan Tyler, Asante Hall, Nehemiah Wilkinson, Dennis Hodge, Patrick Conley, James Sabatka, and Eric Graham St. Louis. Sets up first and 15 from the 26. Pepitone with Barnwell to his right. And the first pass is thrown into the flat, incomplete. Aiden DeLiso was the intended receiver. I have to imagine the ball is pretty slick, and DeLiso, even in the flat, was probably only 6 or 7 yards away on the near side, and because of the difficulty of throwing the ball today, even throws in the flat might be tougher for both Pepitone and Scott Arnett, the quarterback for Bayshore. Connetquot with 100.2 power points. They're currently in 9th place in Suffolk 1. And Sachem North, William Floyd, and Longwood, the top 3 teams in Suffolk 1. Sets up 2nd and 15, and the give to Barnwell. Ranges right, shakes a tackler in Jaden Jean, and then gets driven back. Huge TFL for the Bayshore Marauders. It started with Jean and Vinny Geritano with the takedown. And Connetquot facing 3rd and long.
Tackle on the play made by number 7, Jaden Jean.
Jaden Jean, one of those rotational players that can play linebacker, can play safety, but somebody, like his coach said, hits like a linebacker, covers like a corner. You could throw him out there anywhere. He's a jack of all trades. And a big linchpin for the defense of Bayshore. Sets up 3rd and a long 25 from the 15-yard line. Trips receivers on the near side. Pepitone, the straight keeper. Shaking right towards the sideline, and sachets out of bounds before being shoved down to the ground by Dennis Hodge. So Pepitone with the 10-yard gain, but not enough. And this will send out the punting unit. So good stop for Bayshore on the other end defensively. And you'd have to imagine after you surrender 35 points to Walt Whitman a week earlier that you want to get out there and start to establish yourself. And now lightning rains down from the sky, and this will be a definite delay. And so we'll see what the rules are. But both teams just running right back to their bench. I'll be curious to see if Bayshore just gets on the bus and goes home. Stephen Gallo, the head referee, as it just continues to pour here in Connetquot. And we're actually getting word that that'll do it for this game. At least that's the coaches are saying so. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll reset. You're watching Bayshore and Connetquot on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/Varsity Media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, we just got word from Athletic Director of Connetquot, Pete Mallory, that this game has been postponed until tomorrow night at 6 p.m., so keep an eye on social media platforms for that. Connetquot and Bayshore will have an update, but that means that we're done tonight here from Connetquot. We only got a minute and 12 seconds in, so this is John Perez saying so long for now. A special thanks to Tony DeMasso as well as AJ Nieves for coming and making the trek. For my executive producer Ben Turchin and technical director Chris Sweeney, this is John Perez saying so long from Connetquot. This has been a short but a partial Varsity Media broadcast.